Kickoff, baby. Kickoff is right now. These Thursday games, I try and go live a little earlier. We ended up going live right on time here tonight, 6 o'clock, but 6 o'clock my time, 8 p.m. Eastern. But, you know, these games kick off. We don't have a lot of time, but we're going to go through maybe part of the first quarter together and play-by-play this bad boy. Get your Buccaneers in the lineup. Get Bijan in the lineup. Mike Evans is a go. These are two underdog promo code Smitty. Play 5, get 75. Use the link that I'm dropping in the live chat right now to tail these if you want. But I love these two hires. Let's go. Appreciate you all being here. Let's file on in. Intro. Potentially some phone calls. Any last-second super chats I'll handle. The Fantasy Football Show begins now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
Live whenever news breaks. Come on, Smitty. What's this say? Come on, Smitty. This is, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, Ray? Ray, no one has an idea what you're talking about. Come on, Smitty. This is the playoffs. What are you talking about? No idea what you're talking about. You saying that I'm not here? I'm right here, Ray. Refresh your feed, Ray. We're live already, Ray. PPR start one, Buka, Teddy, or Hampton, McMillan, or Ted McMillan is safe. Probably the safest call. I'm going Buka, but you got to trust your gut. I'm going Buka. I'm not sitting Buka. Buka's gonna ball. I have a feeling Buka is gonna ball. Rank for this week. Buka, a lot of Buka questions. A lot of you guys are just going to sit him, I can tell. Rank this week. Buka, Kyron, Harvey, Hendy. Now, this right here is an example of Eddie not making trades. Eddie, you can say I tried, but there's no way you didn't do what you needed to do to get rid of these options. What in the hell are you going to do, bro? You're going to get this wrong every single week. Hendy, probably the funnest play, but a little bit of risk. Kyron's probably your safest play, but he's capped a little bit by the fact that they're saving him, but he gets 80 yards and a touchdown every week. Buka's highest risk, highest reward. Harvey's kind of the same value as Hendy. Chat, vote which one you're playing here. If I'm ranking this, I guess I go Hendy, Harvey, Buka, Kyron. But, bro, I could convince myself to go Kyron one. Like, these are all, like, dead even options, Eddie. You put yourself in a hole. It's a great problem to have, but this is not something you're going to get right. You're going to get it wrong every single week. Final call, Buka, Harvey in the flex. Buka, higher risk, higher reward. Harvey is pretty damn steady right now, but there is some risk to him as well. I will probably say, given the Thursday night factor, I lean Harvey, but I want both of them. I would have both of them. I wouldn't allow one of them to be on my bench, to be honest with you. Bucks D tonight or Green Bay at Denver. We're going to go Bucks D tonight. It's just the safer play. Paul, appreciate you starting Buka, Alec Pierce, or Manungai. Next question. I like Pierce and I like Manungai, but what are we doing? Rank these players too, Smitty. Henderson, Hampton, Harvey, Genty, Marks. Probably going to say Henderson, Harvey, Hampton, Genty, Marks in that order, but we're talking about a very, very tough call, tough order. Start one, Buka, Christian Watson, or Pierce. Watson's probably getting blanketed all day. I'm going Buka, but they're two great players that have been playing very, very well. Or Buka in the beginning part of the year. Now Buka's been slumping. Everybody's given up on him. Buka's still the 13th ranked wide receiver in fantasy football. That's how good he was for you. You could write him off if you want. I'm not gonna beg people to start Emeka Egbuka. Smitty, my man flex is Jalen Warren Watson. Is that Devin Neal? Neal, Kenneth Walker, Evans, or dare I say JJ? Evans is not a bad play. He's not going to play all the snaps, though, but he could be pretty solid. I almost say Evans is like the play, but it's such a tough thing. Limitations. How much will he be limited? It feels like maybe not as much as we think, but it still could be. JJ's hard to trust right now. I guess I would lean because of the Thursday night factor and that he's not getting exactly a full workload, although Evans could come back on a tear. But that's the problem is you watch Thursday and you convince yourself to start Thursday players. It's never a good idea. Watson's been phenomenal, but you just can't trust this this matchup. I'm going to say JJ safer than Evans. Evans higher risk, higher reward. Chat vote 10 votes minimum, please. Evans or JJ. Help our boy out with that question. It's such a tough call. That question is a tough one. Thank you very much for the super chat. Should you start Mike Evans, Devontae? I don't know what your options mean. Everything, my guy. Full PPR. Start, sit 2. Michael Wilson, Dowdle, Devontae, Debo. Give me Dowdle, and I'm still going. It's a tough matchup, but I'm still going Michael Wilson there. Devontae Smith is tempting, though. And if anybody feels differently, speak up on that one. Devontae Smith versus the Michael Wilson matchup. Jake Ferguson, hurt. Who should I pick up? Waller, Likely, Loveland, Gesicki. Loveland or Likely? Probably Likely for right now. I do like Loveland a little more longer term on the next 3 weeks, but kind of feel like Likely's the hot hand. Hunter Henry's the safe play, but I'd say Likely's your high risk, a good mix of high risk, high reward, but it's a real tough call. This one here from James. James, appreciate you, my guy, for dropping the super chat here. James says, do I play Evans? Deciding between him, Woody, Barkley. I'm playing Barkley in 2 flexes. Okay, Barkley and Evans, Barkley and Michael Wilson. Wilson, safer, tough matchup. Evans, higher risk, higher, I don't want to say higher reward, but it kind of is this week because of the matchup for Wilson. Wilson's got a tough matchup, man. He's going to have to, like, sneak by and get one, and he could. Like, he certainly could. Michael Wilson keeps doing it, and Brissett will throw enough that I think Michael Wilson could have that struggle, then 50-yard touchdown. But I would probably go Barkley and Evans if it was me. But it's so close, bro. It is so close. Egbuka or Wan'Dale Robinson. Next question. It's Egbuka, bro, for me. I don't know how many times I got to say it. I'm not sitting Buka for mid options. I'm not doing it. Like, the mid options could do well, sure. But start 2, Olave, Michael Wilson, Evans, or Myers. I'm going Olave and probably Michael Wilson for safety. Olave, Evans for a bigger swing, taking on risk, but being okay with taking on that risk. Baker or Mariota. I'm going Baker, no hesitation in my mind. I think Baker looks dialed in right now. It's Thursday. Thursday games can disappoint so greatly, but I'm not sitting Baker. Tet, Wan'Dale, Michael Wilson, or Buka. Tet safer, Buka's higher risk, higher reward. You got to pick your poison. Chat, vote Tet or Buka in the chat. Tet or Buka, vote. If you can play both of them, that's ideal. I probably say if you need safety with your matchup, go Tet. If you want a little bit of risk and a swing, go with Book. Start 2, Buka, Sutton, Ladd, Debo, Wilson. I'm going Buka and Wilson. Not much of a debate. I do think Sutton's someone to look at, but $20 hauler from Michael. Michael dropping a wad on screen. Michael, appreciate you, pal.
Super chat alert.
Michael, appreciate you, my boy. Michael says, pick 5, Bijan, Rice, Pickens. There you go, all 3. And then the next 2 would be, you got 2 Harveys, bro. Harvey, Bauer, McConkey, Harvey, Strange, Singletary, Sharps. I'd probably say Harvey's 1, and the next one would be Bowers. If that's Hendy and Harvey, which sometimes people transpose, then I'm probably going Harvey and Hendy. If it's not Hendy and you just rub Harvey twice, then it's Bowers. QB, Mahomes, no T-Law. Underdog, promo code Smitty. And I've got my 2 favorite hires right here for tonight's game. Actually, this is wrong. My other one's Buka. Let me see if I can get the Buka hire. Buka is my favorite hire. It's like 48 yards or something like that. It's pretty wild. Let me get this on screen. Where's my book? Okay, 48.5 higher. That's a fantastic number. So let's put that on screen so everybody can tail that and see it as they file in. Let me send this over to myself and drop it right next to these bad boys. Here you go. This is probably my favorite one. I like the Bucky one a lot too, but those are my favorites for this week. All right, we got this super chat here. Flex, 1 running back, 1 flex. We're gonna go Buka and Rico. Pretty easy for me. I'm tempted with Hampton, but Evans, Devontae Smith, or Buka. Start 1. Buka. Start 2, Buka, JJ, or Marks. I'm going to go Buka. And then JJ. Joe Burrow or Lamar Jackson. Start Evans and Buka or Sutton and Woody. I would go Evans and Buka. And I would start Lamar over Joe. Guys, Joe B or Lamar. Vote on that one. That's such a tough one. Lamar or Joe B. I think I'm gonna go Lamar. I'm gonna swing for the big points, and I think he feels like he's kind of bounced back. Can't start one. Evans, Harvey, Genty. I'm probably sitting Genty. It's just the matchup's horrible. The matchup every week is horrible for him because he's constantly getting the game script's always more so the game script than anything else is what is horrible. Buka or Olave or Marks. Buka. Pick 3, Genty, Chase Brown, Harvey, Hendy. I'm going Hendy, Harvey, and Chase Brown. Not even a debate in my mind. Baker getting interviewed. He looks locked in. He's freshly shaven, even though his shadow is so thick. He probably shaved an hour ago, but it's still shining through. Baker's ready. He's dialed in. He's hungry. He looks dialed in. He looks serious. He looks focused. MWF, Frazier, appreciate you. Start Baker or Lawrence. I'm going Baker. Evans or Franklin. I'm going Evans. But there is risk involved in this, guys. You got to understand the risk involved with starting Mike Evans when you've already been told he could be on a snap count of sorts. But I still think they use him in a lot of good situations. We got a little bit of a spam situation going on, but I think my mods already took care of that. Appreciate my mods hitting those. I'm excited for this game. This is probably going to be, it's 50-50. Going to be a boring game, 10-3, 10-7 at half. But there's a real good chance it could be an exciting game. It could be one-sided exciting. It could be all Tampa. It could be all Falcons. Who the hell knows? That's why we play the game. Kickoff ensues right now, and the Bucs return it to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 34, the 39-yard line. Good field position for Tampa Bay as they run on the field. Baker looks dialed in. Number 6 is looking at the ground. Focused, near meditative state. Godwin in the lineup. Evans in the lineup. Bucky in the lineup. Buka in the lineup. Feels good to have the boys back in town. We got everybody in the lineup right now. We're doing it live. Evans points over. He says, look at me, Baker. I'm going to be open. Handoff. Bucky gets the ball. Bucky breaking it. Bucky, 11, 12-yard run off the rip. Bucky says, I will not be stopped. I will not be stopped. Blue 32. Godwin to the right. Buka and Evans to the left. Baker in the gun. Bucky to his left. Baker says, move this way. No, move back. Fake handoff. Baker scrambles. Throws it to Bucky. Bucky takes it. Does a little Heisman type thing. 10-yard gain. Bucky doing his live.
I smell meatloaf.
2 plays, 20 yards for Bucky. That's how it's done. That's how Dad did it. It's how America does it. It's worked out pretty good so far.
Let him cook.
Like, hold on to the ball, though. He was doing one of these things when he's running. He was doing one of these. Like, hold the ball in, baby. All right, we got Godwin to the left. I don't know if Evans is the right or Book. Tipped ball. I think that was headed in the direction of Mike Evans. Tip ball. Batted down. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Man, Bubba.
Get buckied.
Get buckied. All right. Baker was looking for Evans. Oh, look at that. Evans is going to catch a nice little 9-10-yard gain. Little slant there. Godwin in motion. Buka to the left. Evans to the right. Bucky in the backfield. Hand off to Bucky. Bucky gets a first down like he knows how to do. Bucky, or not first down. Sorry, to the line of scrimmage. Got excited. I got excited. That wasn't the that was just the line to gain. Maybe I'm forecasting the future here. All right, we got 4 wide receivers. Bucky to the right in the shotgun. Baker lets one rip just completely over, I think, over Buka's head. This is nonstop with Baker and Buka. Everybody's going to freak out. I should have benched him. I should have benched him. Just relax. It's a long game. Or was that Godwin? That was Godwin. Was that Godwin's head? Who was that? No, it was over Buka. What was that throw? What is with Baker's throws to Buka? They're half the time they're over. Yes, Buka's dropped a couple, but it's a trash throw. 20 gifted memberships. 12 days of BBQ miss. Nice punt. Down at the 2-yard line. At the 2-yard line. You're the goat, Smitty. Thank you, Bear. Appreciate you dropping that. And then we got BBQ dropping 20 gifted memberships. This is 12 days of BBQ miss here. Thank you, BBQ.
I smell meatloaf.
BBQ dropping 20. Guys, if you got a gifted membership from BBQ, thank him. All right. We'll go a drive with Bijan, and then we'll go back one more drive, Bucks. Bucky already having a day. Bucky looking good so far. BBQ, thank you, pal. I started Baker over Dart. Well, bro, the game just started. Like, don't freak out. My favorite thing really is when people after like one drive or one quarter, like, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe it. And then later on, if things go well, where are they at? I'm not saying the whole game, but we're going to stay a couple drives for sure. Third and yeah, Jennings should do well, but Jennings is like a wide receiver 3-4. All right, come on. This is the longest commercial. Baker has to be better. He does. I mean, he's got to throw these short passes better. Dart and Baker. I mean, Dart's a good play, but keep in mind, Dart like has limited weapons. So Dart, what he's been doing this year is scoring 1 or 2 quick touchdowns and then nothing the rest of the game. Let's go. Bijan time. Bijan time. Do it live. Fannin or Warren, that's the question of the day. I would say you're talking about really, 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 really close close call, my boy. And there's pros and cons to both. I mean, Fannin's the hot hand. Warren, it depends on Rivers and all that, you know. So hang tight on that one. Let me go over some news while we wait for this game to return to action. Drake London, obviously, as you know, and we reported this yesterday, out. As according to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport, said it would not surprise him if Colts Phillip Rivers starts in Week 15 against the Seahawks. I don't know why you would do like this. It's not only would it not shock me, I expect it. Why would you make this move if you lose? I believe if the Seahawks win and the Colts lose, Bijan no room, 2-yard gain. 1 or 2-yard gain. If the Seahawks beat the Colts on Sunday, the Colts they drop to like an 18%, 20% chance of making the playoffs. Why would you bring Rivers back at all if you're literally going to have those odds stacked against you by not playing him? K. Dotton didn't play in this game, by the way. McMillan was active, Jalen McMillan. Evans, of course, is out there. You know that. Michael Mayer ankle practiced fully on Thursday. Jake Ferguson, calf did not practice. He's not ruled out yet. People are saying I've got Ferguson out. Ferguson's not out yet. Bijan gets another carry. Footwork is impeccable. First down, nice run. 7-8 yard gain right up the gut. Moving his feet, unbelievable. Devontae Adams' hamstring did not practice on Thursday. Matthew Golden, wrist was limited Thursday. Jaden Reed, shoulder limited on Thursday. McCaffrey, illness was limited on Thursday. Dan Marcado, ankle limited on Thursday. Mercedes Lewis, Broncos waived him. Cam Akers, Seahawks waived him. Phillip Rivers is prepping to start week 15. Another report. CeeDee Lamb concussion practice fully on Thursday. Lamb chops, baby.
Get lambed.
All right, Kirk Cousins drops back. Throws a nice pass to Kyle Pitts. First down, 12, 13-yard play. Mason Taylor, neck, did not practice Thursday. Devin Neal, abdomen, was limited on Thursday. Kamara, knee, ankle, did not practice on Thursday. Cedric Tillman, concussion rib, did not practice. Trevor Lawrence, ankle, practiced in full. Dylan Sampson, calf and hand, did not practice. Parker Washington, hip, limited. And Njoku, knee, did not practice. Fannin is, stock continues to go up. Pat Bryant, hamstring, did not practice. Chris Rodriguez, the Washington Commander running back, groin, limited. Aaron Jones, shoulder, limited. Hawkinson, shin, limited. Addison, Achilles, limited. Watch that one. DK Metcalf, abdomen, is practicing in full for week 15. Darnell Washington, concussion, limited. Geno Smith, shoulder, back, did not practice Thursday. They don't even want him. Roma Dunze, foot, was limited. That's an interesting one because, man, I don't know if he should be playing on that. Lane Johnson, foot, was not seen practicing on Thursday for the Philadelphia Eagles. The tackle, a little banged up right now, which is not good for Saquon. Josh Jacobs called himself day-to-day with his knee stiffened, when his knee stiffened in week 14. Got to watch that. Wilson, make sure Emmanuel Wilson is not on waivers. Kirk Cousins under center. Bijan gets the handoff to the right side. Takes it about 4 yards. We got to watch this. Emmanuel Wilson should not be on waivers, ladies and gentlemen. Do you hear me? Do you hear the words coming out of my mouth? Jacobs called himself day-to-day. We got to watch that. Even if he played, we got to watch that. This is the time where you drop all these extra Pat Bryants and Darnell Mooney's and third tight ends and even, players like Ricky Pearsall. And even though those guys can do good, or even in some cases like a guy that we really, really like, even like a Vele or something like that, you got to cut all these guys, pick up the Brian Robinson Jr.'s, pick up the Tyler Algiers. Bijan taking a nice little reception about 10, 15, I don't know, was it 12 yards, something like that. You got to pick up Emmanuel Wilson. You got to pick up any of those players. So wait on the results of and status of Jacobs, but Emmanuel Wilson could be a league winner if he gets in there. Even Bucky, who's playing right now, Sean Tucker, pick up Sean Tucker, Bigsby. Like, all those running backs are worth more than Vele's and Cokers and potentially Jaden Higgins and Jaden Reed. Like, we like all those guys. If you're going to use them, sure. By all means, if you're struggling at wide receiver and like Reed's a starter for you, like you're wide receiver 3, you're in dire straits, sure. But if you're picking up Reed or Vele or Darnell Mooney or something like that to have like a 5th or 6th wide receiver, you're in crunch time. This is 3 weeks of football left. Go grab the league winners. The guys that can step up. Nick Chubb, ribs not seen at practice. That's good for Woody Marks. Although Woody Marks resumed practicing, we're still monitoring the knee. Tyler Algier getting the work up the gut on this one. Breece Hall seen practicing in individual drills on Thursday. That's good sign for this week. Justin Fields not seen at Thursday's practice. That's pretty much it. I think I've covered all the news while we're waiting, some big play to pop off here. I appreciate everybody in the building. You guys all absolutely rock. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, Travis, for hitting the spam. All the other mods for hitting that spam. We got Bijan, 2nd and 7. Bijan in the backfield. Man in motion. Kirk under center. Hands the ball off to Bijan to the right side again. Bijan running good, getting good rips, probably like 5 or 6 yards of carry, I would imagine, in this game if I had to guess. I don't have it in front of me, but Bijan ripping them off. This is going to be a 3rd down and probably 2 or 3. Got Buccaneer player on the sideline testing out his potential. I don't know if he has shoulder injury or what's going on there. Who is that on the sideline? He's coming back in the game. Buccaneers are going to try and stop. This is an important stop. They're right at the 50-yard line. Algier's in the game. Bijan's in the game and Algier. Bijan's lined up in the slot. Algier in the backfield. Kirk Cousins goes into shotgun formation, hands the ball off to Algier, but there's a flag. False start potentially. Seems like maybe. All right. False start on Wilkinson. He's gonna get it for that, man. Yeah, that was about a second early. Thank you guys for the super chats. Thank you for the gifted memberships. BBQ's 20 gifted memberships, guys. Please thank BBQ for dropping 20 gifted memberships from BBQ for 12 days of BBQ miss. This is day 2, I think. Or on the first day of BBQ miss, he dropped 20 gifted memberships, maybe 50. And then today, dropping 20. Can't wait for day 3 of BBQ miss, man. Start Nico. Of course you start Nico, bro. The hell are you talking about? Atlanta should use 2 back formations more. Maybe right now because Kirko's just so stagnant in the pocket. He's just a stick out there. He has no movability. Defense is going to scheme against a guy like Cousins a lot different than they would even a Penix Jr., who doesn't run a ton, but he runs well when he does. So you're going to obviously spy him a little bit differently, or you might spy him here and there. You're definitely taking into account what's going on. Raheem Morris looks completely shocked by the officiating right now. I mean, your team keeps going off sides, Raheem. Kirk Cousins in the backfield saying, Blue 46, I'm just going to hand it off to Bijan, 3rd and 12. Oh, Kirko, can you do this? This is 12 yards. I don't know. This might be too much for Kirko. Kirko throws it short. What are we doing? Poor play design. What are you doing? What are you doing throwing a 5-yard drag across the middle of the field when you need 12 yards and you're throwing it to a mediocre speedster? You're not giving it to Bijan. It's like you got London out there right now. What kind of play design is that? Like, what a waste of a drive. What a waste of a lot of clock, I must say. We're trying to score fantasy points here, Raheem, and you're out here dragging your feet, looking good, using Bijan. Things are great when Bijan's getting the ball. You're moving the football down the field. You're matriculating right down the field very quickly. Then all of a sudden you put in Algier. Things start to slow down. This is what I say. Algier does not deserve to be in there. Doesn't matter if he's effective sometimes. Bijan's the guy. Bijan's ripping them off 5, 6, 7, 8-yard runs. Throw to him, run him, and then all of a sudden you put it in Kirko's hands. You put Algier, especially if you're going to put it in Kirko's hands and keep Algier in there. Like, if you're going to put it in Kirko's hands, throw it to Bijan. Like, what a waste. What a waste of a drive. What a waste of clock. Disaster. Debo or Jennings and Swift or Woody or Neal. Debo or Jennings. Jennings might be a tad bit safer. And then I'd probably say Swift is the safest running back option, Doomsday. But, I mean, I do like Debo. I just don't know that I trust the Commanders. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's Travis said the Bengals are not trading Burrow. The Bengals can't trade Joe Burrow. It's not possible. It's not mathematically possible. In a year from now, it becomes more possible. But Joe Burrow does not want to trade. the Bengals do not want to trade him, and he cannot be traded right now entering 2026. If Joe Burrow's playing football for the Bengals no matter what in 2026. 2027 is a different conversation because the dead cap changes. They can move him. It still costs them a boatload, but they could move him if he wanted it. He wasn't happy. They weren't winning, etc. But Joe Burrow is not getting traded. As Travis just said, if anybody thinks Joe Burrow's getting traded, he's zero chance he gets traded this offseason. Near, if not absolute zero. It can't happen. Phone lines open. Real quickly for Travis, I'm not going to open them for everybody because we're going to do this game. But if you want to call in real quick, Travis. But anybody else, if you dial in, you're wasting your time because I'm not going to open the phone lines right now. All right, let's go, Book. I'll real quick one, Travis, if you got one. Buka! Let's go, baby. Bucky! Let's go, baby.
Get buckied.
What was that throw, Baker? What was that throw? What was that throw? He's shaking his head like someone ran the wrong route. All right, Travis. Yeah, one quick one, and then because I'm going to have to leave here in a second. What's up?
Yeah, just real quick. Rest of the season, 80 Mitchell or Troy Franklin, now that Pat Bryant's dealing with some injuries.
I don't know, man. I guess 80 Mitchell by a hair. Just because I feel like they're feeling that out. They want to see if they want to bring him back. But that could go either way. Franklin kind of dissipated a little bit. Hand off to Bucky. Rips about a 4, 5, 6, maybe 6. Trying to get 7. Bucky's running tough.
Ooh, nice.
I mean, there was forward motion there. Forward progress. They kind of stopped him. But Bucky did. Man, he looks good. He plays so much bigger. He's such a small guy. But on the field, he looks big. He looks bigger on the field, not big. Oh, I guess Baker's hand got tipped on that throw. I apologize, Baker. Yeah, that guy hit hard. Okay. My bad. I was ripping Baker for that throw. He got like his hand literally got hit like this. And when he was throwing it, and the ball like kind of went out like that. All right, last one. What do you got? Is that the only one?
No, that's good. I just wanted to ask that.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one. I'd say 80 Mitchell, but very close. Baker scrambling. Oh, Baker sacked. 4th down. Son of a B, man.
Flag.
Yeah, let's see what that is. That looks like they might. Yeah,
Nice.
Defense, nice. Atta baby. 1st down. Let's go. All right, thanks, Travis. I'll be back for the wrap-up show.
Yep. Thanks, Smitty. Bye.
Let's go. Denny called at 6:30. Denny called. Denny, are you out there? Oh, 5:25. Denny, we weren't live at 5. All right, Mike Evans on the sideline. He's definitely taking some plays off. Splitting carries. Swift splitting carries over Woody. Handoff to Rachaad White. That was a nice run, tough run. I mean, it looked like slower than molasses, but he was tough. It looked like he was running tough. That was a tough run. They couldn't tackle him. That was a good tough run. He looks so big, and he's not like huge, but when he gets in there, when Bucky's in there, it's like he looks like a Christian Okoye out there. Looks like he's 6'9", 250 pounds, because we're used to seeing Bucky. That was a nice run though. Swift splitting carries over Woody with no Chubb. Well, Zach, you do what you want. I gave you my answer, but you do what you want. Swift is still getting lots of work. And, Woody, I like Woody. Don't sit Woody if your gut's telling you go Woody. Go Woody. And you also got to wait and see on the Nick Chubb front. Like, as far as I know, and that might have just happened, the news report, but as far as I know, Nick Chubb's not ruled out yet. Is Nick Chubb ruled out? Did I miss that one? I don't think so. So, I mean, you're assuming something there, I think. Yeah, people are in panic mode after the second snap. It's always the case, bro. All right, let's get the ball to Bucky. Get the ball to Book. Baker, let's throw some good passes, my friend. You got 1st and 10. 14 seconds on the play clock here. And they're changing it up. Baker sees something. Hands it off to Bucky. Bucky gets maybe a yard or 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and about 8. Yeah, Doomsday Zach is assuming Chubb's out. He's like, no Chubb, no Chubb. Splitting carries like Doomsday. You're getting a little Doomsday about Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb might play. Baker in the shotgun tight formation here with these wideouts. Evans slightly in motion. Evans catches his first ball. Let's go. 1st down, 12-yard reception-ish. He says, Evans goes, attaboy, attaboy, Mikey, attaboy, Mikey.
Let's go, mashed potatoes. Yeah, buddy.
Might be our new move for Mike. Got my new Bugatti. Baker in the gun. Drops, throws a deep ball. Of course, for Buka. Way over his head. Way over his head. Not even close to Buka's hands whatsoever. Unbelievable. What in the hell's Baker doing? Eric, Buka shucks. It's all Buka. Buka shucks. All I hear is people telling Buka shucks. Buka's not doing anything wrong right now. Dropped a football last week, of course, 100%. Egbuka sucks, man, says JDS. JDS, you're going in timeout for that negativity. The question is, how long do we put him in a timeout, everybody? How long should JDS go in a timeout? Egbuka sucks, man. Egbuka sucks, man. Because he was running a route and the ball didn't go near him. He sucks, man. How long should JD5? He's a bust. He's wide receiver 13. You didn't draft any shares of him, did you? A 3-year timeout? 2-day timeout? How long should his timeout be? Hey, JD, you want to pick your length of timeout? I'll let you pick. You can pick forever. Buka! Oh, flag! Come on! Come on! He finally gets a big play and it's a flag. You got to be kidding me. Is it on? Is it defense? Be defensive. Yes! Yes! JD, I'm going to let you pick your timeout. JD, you got to decide. If you don't decide, I'm going to choose forever. So, JD, please pick. If you don't pick in 10 seconds, I'm going to choose forever. You can decide 30 minutes, 24 hours, or forever. JD gets to decide his own timeout. JD, choose 30 minutes, 24 hours, or forever. You pick, I will do whatever you choose. JD picks his own fate. I want forever. You are too sensitive for me. Forever it is. JD, see you later.
Let him cook.
Touchdown, Baker. Touchdown, Baker. I wish it was Book. Maybe down to the 1. Down to the 1. I'll take that. Down to the 1. I'll take that. That might be a Bucky. See you later, JD. JD, cook.
Let him cook.
Touchdown, touchdown. Touchdown, touchdown, Baker. They ruled it a score. Man, I wish that was Book. McMillan. Or are they not ruling it now? What are they doing? Are they doing it or are they not? They decided they're taking it away. What are they doing? They're reviewing it upstairs. He falls down. Oh, that's short. That's short. I'm being honest about it. If that was Book, I'd even say, oh, no. That's short. He was literally, his butt hit the ground. That ball was, I mean, you could say it's maybe touching the line, but like if you were to measure it, but you can't. But do you overturn that if you can't measure it? Maybe not. But I don't know. I would say that's not a cross. That's what I would say. If I was the ref, I would say I would put that at the 1 or the 1 inch line. Hats off for JD for at least taking himself out of the game. Kind of respect it. Let's go. Now that was a nice throw, Baker. A little bit behind him, but is still looking good. And Boca catching that nice pass, it was nice. That helped, I think, kind of like break the seal, so to speak. All right, guys, I'll be back for the wrap-up show. I'll see you all later. Appreciate you all. Dose. See you on the wrap-up show. We'll be back. Live Monday through Friday. Live whenever big news breaks. And live at midnight Eastern almost every single night. Check out the sponsors down below. Underdog, code Smitty. Gunner.com, code Smitty. BentonPrint.com, tell them I sent you. And don't forget to sign up for the Patreon, which is a 365, 24/7 live chat group. Patreon.com/The Fantasy Football Show, but the link is in the description. I'll see you all for the wrap-up show. Deuce! We might start doing more play-by-play next. Whoa, look at this. I hit the wrong button there. That's the second round of last year's draft. We'll hit the Patreon. Link is in the description. 24/7 live chat. We're in the Patreon right now, chatting away. But guys, we'll start doing. I think maybe next year we might do more. Casting, like a Smitty cast. Appreciate you all. Dose. Oh, and I got people over on Rumble, don't I? Because I live streamed to Rumble today. Let me pull that up. Who do I have over on Rumble? Oh, Snow in 29 in Snowland. Are you guys still there? I'm so sorry for not responding to your Rumble rants yet. Are you still there? 29 in Snowland. Are you there? Please let me know you're there. I'm so sorry, bros. Hunter, appreciate you. Wayne, appreciate you. Let me come back real quick. Snowland, appreciate you. Snowlands, let me listen. JT, I'm so sorry. Don't not go on Rumble. Don't not Rumble rant. I promise I'll make it more aware. Hold on. We got, let me answer your questions real quickly. We got this play. It's down at the 1. They did review it. They overturned the touchdown at the 1 yard line. Baker throws a TD to Mike Evans. He drops it. Good coverage though. Okay. Please don't not Rumble rant. I apologize for this. Both you, JT, and Snowland. Snowland, you still there? Hopefully Snowland's still there too. Damn it, I'm sorry. Snowland said I'm stacked full PPR. Need to start 3. Harvey, Hendy, Hampton, Rico, Wilson. Snowland, my answer is Hendy, Harvey, and Rico. Wilson's got a tough matchup. Hampton's still splitting time. And then Hebrew Hammer, appreciate you. Rumble is the way to go. 14-man, half PPR, Dak, CD. Handoff to Sean Tucker. Oh, that helps nobody. Sean Tucker touchdown. Why take Bucky out? Jeez, man. Rumble is the way to go. 14-man, half PPR. Dak, CD, Nico, T, Gibbs, ETN, Tootin, Strange, Waller, ETN to go off. T playing Blaze, roll him or Tootin. If T plays, I'm playing T. 100%, bro. Not even a question. But yeah, I mean, I do like. I still think Tootin has ability. You know, you're not giving me much of an option, as far as like an alternative over Tootin. But I do not mind Tootin. Tootin can still score. Fumbles cost him a lot, but I think they still like him. They still lean on him. Where's my boy Snow? Is Snow still here? I don't think Snow's there. Snow, I apologize if you watch this later. Snow, please don't be discouraged from Rumble ranting and talking on Rumble. I got Brett over on Rumble. I got 29 over on Rumble. Hunter still over on Rumble. Hunter, appreciate you. Wayne still over on Rumble. I promise to look at the Rumble conversation more. Brett, appreciate you over on Rumble. All right, guys, I'll be back for the wrap-up show. Appreciate you all. Damn. Tucker touchdown helped nobody. Later, YouTube. Later, Rumble. Deuce.